Hi guys, following the Brexit referendum, its supporters told the public that any funding lost as a result of the UK's exit from the EU would be replaced. Now, the UK as a member state sent money to Brussels and received back financing such as the European Social Fund. This went to support charities in, for example, Northern Ireland to the value of about £40 million a year. But this ended as a result of Brexit. To cover this loss, the UK government set up the Shared Prosperity Fund, and the Tories said that Northern Ireland would receive £57 million. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. More than the EU's £40 million. Well, no. The £57 million is to be spent over 2 years, and unfortunately it has come too late, or for some, not at all. Organisations like the Kilcooley Women's Centre in Northern Ireland, which offers vulnerable women both health and mental health support, has been refused financing under the Shared Prosperity Fund. Here Alison Blayney, who runs the service, explains.
Basically, the participants who rely on the service is the biggest impact, because at the minute there's nowhere to refer people on to. This is the biggest economic inactivity programme in Ards and North Down, and it's been switched off overnight. We have been waiting for a long time for the decision. I think it's a bit late in the day, 31st of March, and there should have been more notice, there should have been more logistical planning for this. We did have the referendum in 2016, which is 7 years ago. And I think it should have been handled better. We'll not take it lying down, and we just have to regroup.
This is really sad, because this is an organisation that was told, don't worry, you will receive the funding you need. You used to receive European funding, you'll get money from the UK government. Now, this has nothing to do with the Northern Ireland Protocol. This is clearly Brexit. This is the UK government deciding we're going to provide funding to different parts of the UK, deprived areas, to give money to charities to continue their operations that they used to receive money from Europe. We're going to match that, and we're going to make sure that they continue their operations. And it seems that the UK government, in some cases where they did provide funding, it was too late, because the organisations were waiting for information, they were waiting for the go-ahead, and they received no information, and they had to wind up their operations because they didn't know whether they were going to actually get the money or not. So there was money available, but because of bureaucratic idiocy and foot dragging from Westminster, these organisations which provided support to communities are gone. And then you have cases like this one, where they were waiting for funding. They used to receive funding from the European Union. That's gone now, and they're not getting that money from the UK government. So they're closing their operations, which provide support for vulnerable women in that area. People will talk about Brexit, well, trade deals and taking back control and all sorts of rubbish. But this is how Brexit is impacting people. Vulnerable people in Northern Ireland who relied on support, EU funding, it's gone now. And the UK government took them for a ride, telling them, don't worry, we will replace it. We will completely replace it. That was a lie. And then they said, yeah, don't worry, you'll have the money when you need it. I think the saddest thing is that a lot of people in Northern Ireland in particular voted against Brexit, and now they're suffering the consequences of it. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.